Okay.
He's just was saying, oh yeah. Oh, he's about to tell me about the microphone. So.
Slightly too late.
We'll just make do.
Right.
Who's showing first?
Or should we do a
Oh.
hi everyone?
Sure.
Welcome to Together in Stitches. I'm Leah.
I'm Anna. And what are we here for?
We are here to share some craft and catch up and show you what we've been up to.
How long have we been friends?
We've been friends for 43 years.
Yes, 43 years. Exactly. Since kindergarten. And
Yes.
how many crafts have we done since then?
God, we should actually tell you that. That would be a lot. I can't ever remember not making stuff, and my earliest making was with you.
Do you remember, well, I think we were grade 3 and we carved turtles out of soap?
Yes, I do, and I remember those little acacia nuts with the spikes that we turned into.
With googly eyes.
Yeah,
That was probably an early craft, wasn't it?
echidnas. I had them in an egg box, so I had like 12 of them, and they had hats, and there was a nurse, and there was
We've evolved since then.
and the craft continues.
The craft continues. Right.
I'm getting hot, so I'm going to take this off.
All right. Should I show you a finished
Yes,
product?
yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
so we thought we'd do this channel because we catch up every month anyway, and we've always got stuff that's we're making and exploring and learning, and we thought, well, let's just
Join you. You can
Join us.
You can join us.
Yeah.
On our crafty adventures. Right.
Oh look! Oh my god! Oh, he's got a weighted bottom.
Yes, he's got.
Oh, and his backpack.
Isn't he cute?
Such
he could go.
Fine stitching.
Such fun. He can go on a he can go into my pantry and get the.
That. How long did that take you?
I don't know. A long time. I can't. It's hard. I can't.
Look.
There he is. So this pattern is called "Leave No Stone Unturned" by Imagined Landscapes, and I'm very pleased with him. His beard was supposed to be a bit bigger because I accidentally used the wrong needles, but I think he still looks good.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Is he part of a collection like your other little
Yes.
guys back here?
Yeah, so Sarah from Imagined Landscapes has many different gnomes patterns that she releases, and I just got started once, and then now I'm part of the Hobart Gnome Knitters group. I'm very lucky to be a member. We meet once a month and knit gnomes. So I might put him back here with his family.
I'm so impressed.
There we go. There's a little guy there.
I'm not a knitter or a crocheter, and I have no interest at all in learning it. So that is like magic that you can do such tiny stitching.
Do you want me to show you? I'll show you the current one I'm making.
Yep.
He's just got his hat. So this one is Make No Mistake. And that's it's the first time I've done like colour work.
Look at that little toadstool.
And I'm quite pleased with how this has turned out.
It's really impressive.
Yeah.
It's even this, how this all works. It's like
That's the magic loop.
It just seems like I don't know how you do it. It's very
Now
impressive.
I'm going to show you this mystery object that I only discovered existed 2 weeks ago. What do you think that is? I'm just viewers at home probably know. I had zero idea.
with no-
Something to do with this.
Yeah, well, if I didn't know what to do with that, I would have thought it was some slightly dangerous ring that you might like spike your eye with or something. So does it keep the wool apart?
Oh yes, very good. So I haven't used
Show
it
us.
yet.
How does it
I
work?
don't actually know, but I think you put one strand through there and then the other strand through there, and then when you're knitting,
Oh, it's on your finger.
you can pick up the red or the white.
Oh, so this one,
Because at the moment,
that's how you get the pattern. You knit with one or the other.
yeah. So at the moment, I drop one, pick one up, drop one, pick one up when it's time to do the whatever colour I'm up to
Yeah, cool.
on the chart. Yes. So
Brilliant. Well,
hopefully, next time we meet, I'm not going to make any promises.
That would be good.
But hopefully I'll have finished the hat at least anyway.
So that's the hat.
That's the hat,
Yeah.
yes.
And you can see, and you can tell us how you went with your, what's it called? Sort of springy.
That's what we could call it.
Springy. See how
I
you
think
go
it's,
springy?
yeah, I'm not sure what it's called. I can't remember. But yeah, the things you find out when you...
Where did you find out about it?
Megan in my gnome knitting group had one on her finger when she was doing it. I was like, what is that? But she had a different one. A little plastic one, but anyway, they do the same thing.
Do you all knit the same gnomes at once, or you're all different gnomes?
Different gnomes.
Yeah, okay.
Different gnomes. Yeah, depending on... often, well, not often, I don't know how often she does it, maybe once a year, I'm not sure, but Sarah from Imagine Landscapes will bring a mystery knit along gnome, so you get a little bit of a pattern. So you might get the hat pattern one week, and then the body the next week, and then something, and so you don't know what you're getting until the end. So I didn't want to do the next one because I just had too many other things on the needle. So I might join the next one. Yeah.
Awesome.
Your turn.
Okay.
What you got?
Well, the first thing in my bag is happy birthday.
Oh,
Now this
happy
is
birthday.
3 months late. Remember last time I was like,
Oh,
I
we
forgot to
left it
present.
at home.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
I've forgotten, completely forgotten. Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, I have. It has actually grown by one item since then. So maybe to your benefit, I forgot it. But happy birthday!
Thank you very much. You're very kind. Oh, Leah. Oh, that's beautiful.
I made it.
Look at this beautiful
A zippy bag.
zip crash. Oh, look, and I love it. It's even got the flat bottom so you can fit more things in.
And it's lined.
Those colours, I'm loving the navy blue and that mustardy colour at the moment. Unless it's been in for a long time, I'm just noticing it everywhere.
I feel like mustard has been. It is an in colour.
Yes.
Which I didn't like when I first saw it either. It's sort of a bit 70s and
but
whatever.
that is perfect.
yeah. Well,
Look
that's
at
a
that.
little. What do they call it? This is a little pack of squares that you buy. Because I'm enjoying quilting and patchwork and stuff. So this is a little, it comes as a little, I can't remember what it's called, like mini charms they're called.
Oh,
So I bought a little pack of those and joined them together.
oh
And that's why they
awesome.
sort of all match each other. But yeah, zips, I was always like, oh my God, zips are really hard.
And
But
now you're
actually they're
a
not-
zip whiz.
Yeah. They're not too bad.
Oh my goodness.
There's more.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Isn't that great? I actually can't remember where I found that now because I've had that. I thought of you instantly when I
It's
saw
made in
that.
Tasmania.
And
It's
and
like a little tiny chopped up pencils coaster.
Yes, Anna's been a teacher for a long time, so I don't know, I saw that with
Yeah,
craft
that's
and colours and
perfect.
teaching. I thought, oh, that looks like.
Oh, look.
So I think it's a coaster or a whatever you want, really. But isn't it
That's
cute?
amazing. I've never even seen anything like it.
Yeah,
Made in Tasmania. Even smells
it's
nice.
got like resin in it. Remember, I bought that resin kit. We went
Leah
to-
loves a kit.
I love a kit. Why wouldn't you? Everything you have, everything you need. So I bought a resin kit. I think it was in Melbourne.
Yes.
We went to a craft fair.
Yes.
Actually, I think I might have even given it to your mum to put in the caravan to bring back to Hobart. Anyway,
Yes.
I had that kit and I bought the bigger kit that had.
Because you thought you could do more resin work.
Well, one of the kits came with make this bangle, so it was you make one thing,
yeah.
and I was like, what if I want to make two different things? So I bought the bigger one that had the. I think it was like putty stuff that you make your own moulds with.
my
And yeah, so
goodness.
then I had it in the shed and then it moved to the carport and then moved to the shed and I think I had it for like...
It was because it was a kit.
It was a
Right
kit,
out.
but I never opened it. I think I ended up just giving it to the op shop or... I don't think I managed to organise myself to sell it. But anyway,
We joke
I looked
about
at that and
it.
I was like, I could have made one of those 10 years ago. Anyway.
If you had 50 coloured pencils, you would.
But also those pencils when they get too small and you can't use them.
That's awesome.
I guess you'd need
I
like a
love
big saw to like a big band saw, make a big... Anyway, we're not going to make one of them.
I wonder. Oh, here's the thing. I don't reckon she or he or they.
Oh, I think I put their card in here. I think it's a she.
I
It
don't
is.
think.
Sue. Being creative, Taz.
I have a
Good on you, Sue.
I have a feeling because when I first thought this, I thought, oh, tiny pencils. I'm pretty sure. Well, I could be wrong. They were full-size pencils.
Oh, and then you make heaps of them.
And then you make heaps of them.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Fiddling around with tiny ones to make one. Probably not a good business strategy.
16 years of pencils. I finally got them down to the... I made one. All right. Oh, there's something done in here. A kit.
Yes. Now I have to admit, I have re-gifted this. Someone did give this to me, and go, there you go. And look, I'm not a knitter. And it
very
does
cute.
say something like it's an intermediate pattern, and I like even that thing you had before. I'm like I was like I can't.
I'm at Mochi Land. She's on Instagram,
and it's a gnome.
It's a tiny gnome.
A tiny gnome.
Oh, good grief! I wonder what size of needles I need. Size 1. Never used size 1 in my life.
What size are those ones
probably
you got there?
2.25.
So is this the number the mils thick it is?
I'm assuming. Yeah.
So,
I think I have to use like tapestry needles as the knitting needles. That's hilarious.
and there's enough to make 3.
Oh, good grief. That's in the kit. That is so cute.
Anyway, so
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Oh, that's awesome. Brilliant. Love it.
Yay.
I'll put it on show back here. I'll put it.
This one I made.
Oh, yes.
That was one of the first things. I only got my sewing machine out January, not this year, but last year when we moved the shed, and I found it, and I made. This is like look at that. Now I look at this and I'm like, the top stitch is probably not as accurate as it could be. It's a bit sort of way, but it is quilted. So anyway,
Yeah.
and then, I don't know what I've done there.
I've
got like a bit of.
But when you give gifts, people don't start pointing.
No,
at it.
they don't. You
And
see
I
it
didn't
yourself.
until you just. I've had it for what? A year?
I don't even know.
Well, do you want to just show them?
I think just have. I mean, I'm not sure. I've left it open somehow, and the hand stitched up the end. Anyway, but this is harkening back to my first getting my sewing machine out and having a go with it again. And then I think I've got my sewing machine out, had a crack at a few things, and then given them to all my friends. So I made another slightly dodgy bag and gave it to another friend.
Oh, well, this one's not dodgy. This one matches. Look, matches my bird.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Right, we're talking about presents.
Just gonna have a sip of water.
I love it. Do you remember about 6 months ago, I sent you a text and said, look what I found for you at the op shop.
I feel like the words are familiar, but I can't remember was there a picture?
Yes, and then you talked about it, and then I completely forgot to give it to you.
Oh,
and
and so
I found
you
it.
bought it. You bought it at the op shop.
I bought it at the op
You
shop.
didn't just find it and go, oh, that
No,
went like that.
No, and I found it when I was tidying up my craft area.
What is it?
Material!
Oh, brilliant. Pre-cut like quilting material.
And do you remember you said
Oh, yes. I've got
Laura Ashley or something?
yes,
That one?
That one. I've got that one. Vintage Laura
Vintage.
Ashley. Oh, thank you. I've got to rip this open immediately. Yes, I found this here. It's because it's got the MXC blah blah
What does that
blah.
mean? What does that
Well,
mean?
that's what I Laura Ashley.
Oh.
And I was like, what's MC? It's like the movies, at the end of the credits.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know why they don't just write
Roman
what the
numerals.
But that's and I can't remember. So I've got this exact one in blue, which is beautiful. And it was
Now
like
you've got
1980 something. And
What
it
the
had
hell
all
be?
vintage.
Peach.
Yeah. Here we go. Op shopping is this is an op shop. Fine.
Nice. Am I wearing anything?
And this is op shop. I think I wore it for like a minute and then I'm
going to show you something op shop a bit later.
but I put the buttons on myself to make it a bit more funky.
It
wore it to
definitely looks
work,
funky. Yes.
and they
Lots of
said-
comments.
And someone had brought in a big bunch of daffodils because it's spring. And they were like, oh, did you match the daffodils? And I was like, let's say that I did, yes. Look! I mean, I probably won't use that.
That's helpful.
It is interesting because
Someone's-
people will keep
Look.
tiny.
They've obviously cut
half square
Something.
triangles.
That's quite nice. That's shells.
I mean, look. Part of me is like, you could like, you know, you could actually sew them all together to make anyway. I'll just sit. Just talk about yourself. This would be good bags. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's nice and
Little
although
zippy
you only
bags.
get. Oh yeah, that's nice and thick. Yeah.
Oh, a bit of Christmas.
Oh, a bit of Christmas. Look at this one.
This is like paper.
Oh
Anna and
my
I used to do
goodness.
paper crafting. We've kind of moved away from that
We
in
did.
recent years.
We
But this
did.
looks like one of the, what do those be called? DSPs? Design
Design
paper?
series paper.
From Stampin' Up.
Yeah. Very
There's quite a
nice
lot of
Christmas. There's a
Christmas
lot of. Do you think they were making a Christmas quilt?
Maybe.
Look, they've got the hexagon.
There are lots of little quilting sort of cuts in here. Oh, thank you.
Oh, what's this one?
It's a hexagon.
What's that? Why has it got that thing on the thing?
I
Why would you do
reckon
that?
Because hexagons are like, you hand stitch them, because I mean, you can sew, but you put like what do they call it? English paper piecing. So you put like cardboard in it, and then you fold it, and then but that's already backed. I don't know.
Maybe they were.
But that's hand stitched. Someone's hand stitched that one, because hexagons, hexies as the quilters call them, is the classic hand stitching. There's heaps of. That's all Christmas there. Look at that.
Oh well, you're set up for your next Christmas craft.
I'll make you a table runner.
Not many people are coming around for dinner with this table runner.
It'll be, but with all of this.
Oh, yeah. Now, don't imagine it for me. It's for you. I bought it for you. I didn't say, here you go, make me something. That reminds me of our.
That looks like wallpaper sample.
Yeah.
Or curtain sample.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
Oh, it reminds me of like the Ascalon. That's our shacks.
Oh, yes. Curtains.
I don't know. Or tablecloths or something.
It's a bit of silvage.
Oh,
I could happily, look at that.
the butterfly.
The strips. Look at that.
That's nice.
That's like. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Very,
Oh, look, there's a
very
bit of
much.
Laura Ashley.
Butterflies.
I'll keep every time I go to an op shop, I always head straight to the craft section, just in
Yes.
case you come across a bonanza like this one.
Have you been to the Hobart City Mission in Moona?
No. That's a good one.
Huge.
Oh.
Do you remember the old indoor sports centre that was out there?
I want to
And then it was
say
Paul's
yes.
Warehouse.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
there.
sneakers.
It's massive and it's great. Look at all this. Batiks. That's like Indian dyed sort of fabric.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Have fun. Enjoy. Have
That is
fun.
not going to fit back into that bag.
Well, why don't we
I'll
just
just pop it
we'll
over
just
there.
put it over there out of sight.
This is fun. I hope
This
you're
is fun.
enjoying it so far.
Well, we're having fun.
We are. Oh, is it my go now?
Oh, yes, your turn.
Okay. All right. Well, I might just continue on with the theme of, which I probably should have brought out earlier.
Yes.
These are the other zippy bags I've made.
Oh my goodness gracious me! You have been on a whirlwind tour.
That was the
of this
very,
craft
very
room.
first one. So, yeah. And then I did, so I think Jason's going to use this one for, but this just looks impressive with the lining. And then
I'm impressed with the lining.
I made these at my grandma's old house in Orford, and she had this under the, like this.
Oh, wow!
And like
Oh.
one of these I got the zipper slightly, but it's, if you get you have to be careful not to get the lining too close to the zip, because then it catches.
Yeah.
Which I think is what this one does. But look at that. That could be like a purse.
You could take that out for dinner.
Yes, exactly.
You could fit your phone in, and that's it.
Yeah. So this is mostly what I've been crafting. This one
Oh, that's cute.
I measured so it fits my stamps in it.
What
my
stamps?
paper crafting stamps that I don't use anymore.
Is this if you go away?
Yes. So I
Like
went
if
to
you're
Orford.
travelling? Yes.
And I thought I'll get my Christmas stuff out, and
Yes.
if I'm inspired, I'll make some
Yes.
Christmas cards, which I didn't do.
That's
but
brilliant.
they all fit in there, and then I can take it as a.
I love that material. That is brilliant.
Yeah.
That's
The
wow.
pirate material.
You'll have to do a little
But they're
YouTube
actually
tutorial.
Yes. Well, I did try and film one at Orford, but I,
No,
it's a skill that's. I haven't got a kit.
it wasn't your kit for, so you didn't know what to do.
No, I didn't.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's our continuation. All right.
Brilliant. All right, my turn. So, I recently was at a quiz night,
Ooh.
and our table colour was yellow. That would have been very good.
Oh yes.
So,
Do you dress up?
yes, because we wanted to win Best Dressed.
Oh.
Now, I can't believe we didn't win Best Dressed after you see what I'd made. And I made 8 of these.
Oh my god.
I made 8 cheese costumes. I can get it over my head. Oh, ripped it. This mustn't have been mine.
It's
I can get it over my head. So we were all
Oh
cheeses.
my god.
And
Baby
then we
cheeses.
and our name was Sweet Baby Cheeses.
Oh,
And then we all
that is
had-
fantastic.
We all had a headband with different cheese names that were holy cheese names.
Oh,
Edam, Havarti, Gouda,
that's amazing.
etc.
Oh, raclette.
Raclette type of holy cheese. Anyway, we had a very good time.
Is brilliant. Have you got a? I was going to say, have you got a picture, but probably can't put a picture of other people in here. But
Yes, probably not. But
that's brilliant.
we won.
You won the quiz.
We won the quiz.
Ah, well done.
Won a bottle of wine and a bottle of chocolates each. So the Sweet Baby Cheeses
Didn't win best costume, but won
didn't
the
win
night.
best costume. No, we were a close second. The best costume was the white team, and they had sheets with the great white sharks,
Oh.
like screen printed on the back, plus a.
Wow,
thingy.
that is like next level commitment.
It was
for a
next
quiz
level.
night.
However, they didn't hand colour in 8 of these things like I did. But I think what I've learnt is that you need to go longer and you need to go taller. So if I had and I found this new doona at an op shop, and that's how I made them all. But I think if I had 2 doonas, I would have if the cheeses were bigger, like the whole length of the body, and then I'd had like a 3-dimensional cheese fascinator or something. We might have come equal first.
Won the best costume and the whole quiz.
Yes, and the whole quiz.
Is this a recurring quiz?
Well, it's the first one for a while, and I think they're going to do it next year. So
Yeah, okay.
I'll take back the team, and we'll try again
Try again with your next level costumes.
with the next level costume.
That's very impressive.
It took me a day and a half to make those 8 costumes because I'm colouring them in by hand to get the 3-dimensional effect.
Well, it worked. You could instantly tell they were cheeses.
Yeah, well, I did copy the
You
idea
judged
from
it.
the internet,
Oh, well.
from a professional like one you buy.
Well, there's no unique ideas, are there? You were just inspired.
I was inspired.
Okay. Now, my next one is... You're excited, face. Ready?
Yes.
Embroidery!
Oh,
This was
nice.
Is that the right way? Yes.
Very nice. Sunny
that's my-
days make me smile.
Slightly naff phrase, but...
Was it in kit form?
Kind of. Yes. I had all the cottons. See, this is another weird thing that happened. So Anna and I have been obviously crafting for a long time, and we caught up last month.
Yes.
And each individually, we were like, I think I'm going to try embroidery. And you were like, I'm going to try embroidery. So we both independently, decided to have a go at embroidery. So that's mine. So I've got a big container of all of the floss, the cottons.
Yes. The old DMC.
Yes. Billy didn't know that they were called floss. She thought that was that's my daughter, thought it was a funny word.
Very cute.
So I had all the cottons. Hang on. I'll see if I'll just dig in here to find the other kit parts that were involved. God, I bought heaps. I'm going to be here for hours. Okay, this is how I got into embroidery.
Right. Talk me through it.
Quilting link. So this is from Thread, which is a quilt shop in Hobart, and I bought that one first. Look how cute.
I mean, just look at the matching.
Just so cute. So I bought one of these, and then I went back later and bought more. It's all from the same line. And the lady said, "Do you want stitchables?" I think that might not be the right word. Something like that.
That's slightly dodgy.
I was like, "Geez, that's dodgy." And I was like, "What's that?" And she said,
Got it behind the counter in the locked box.
So then she brought out. Now these were all in one big piece, but
so they're printed
they're
on
all
there.
so they're all together. So I've cut them up, and she said to iron on this stuff. Yeah, it's like the interfacing stuff, but I got stuff from Spotlight which was sort of thin and fine. But this is really nice. It's like so it's got the glue on one side.
So why did you have to put that on to make it easy to stitch?
To stabilise it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it stays on there, but there was heaps of them. So like they all came, like I said, in one long thing.
Oh, and you chop them out.
And you chop them up, and you can, I won't do exactly what she did, but you can put them all into a quilt. So then you've got blocks, like pieced quilting blocks. And then your embroidery in it.
Nice.
So, I mean, some of these are quite big, but and I was like, oh. So I'm up to my second one. Oh, the needle's there, but
there's no better way to spend the day than under a clear blue sky.
It's so I just sit in a watch TV and I don't know embroidery. I'm just filling in the lines. Like Laurel at work. I went to work and
is that weave? Is that basket weave stitch?
No, well, that's what Laurel said. Is that insert here? Stitch.
Basket weave
and I
stitch.
said, I'm just getting stitches and filling it in. So
no, it's not.
It's not, unless I've accidentally invented basket stitch independently.
Wow. And you're enjoying it?
Yes, it's actually quite easy, and I get around it more quickly than I thought I would.
So what are you going to do with these pieces when you're finished?
So I'm just slowly doing them, and then I think I will do something. I might lay them out. I'll do something, definitely make a quilt with these, and then maybe put a couple of those in. I think having a quilt with a lot of those might be a bit much. So I don't know. I'll just see. When I get sick of it, I'll probably stop doing
This
them.
material is gorgeous.
Isn't it beautiful? See, I don't even know what the line's called, because these are just, the shops just package them up. So whoever's made this, good job. It's lovely. I don't even know what company it is. I suppose if I took them out, it would say on the selvage. But anyway, and because I got into this embroidery, do you remember this from? This is probably like 20 years old.
Did we buy it at a craft fair?
Yes. And guess what?
Was it in Melbourne?
It was a kiss. I don't know. I think it's older than Melbourne.
I think it was one in Hobart. One of those ones in Hobart, I'm sure.
Yes. It might have even been in Launceston, because we went to a few up there.
It could have been.
So it's
and you've finally done it.
Well,
20 years later.
Yeah, so I had I'd cut the pieces out and iron them down, and I had done, I think, half a giraffe of like this. Oh, that's blanket stitch around the edge.
Yeah. I said the other one was basket weave.
Oh, yes, okay. So I had stitched around one of them a bit, and then I think I'd gone, no, I'm not doing that. So anyway.
Kick number 25. Throw it over
So I pulled it out and I just finished it. So next time, I think I will put this onto the bag from the kit as was intended.
Ah, yes.
So it's got like stripy sort of canvas in it.
Awesome.
It's got the handles. So I finished that. And then this
Brilliant.
was, so I don't know, I'm only laughing because this is from a craft fair that we went to.
Which one? We've been to many.
It's either the Do It Entertainment Centre or
Yes.
Launceston.
Yes.
But this was a workshop. And so it had the main craft fair, and then it had the little cordoned off workshop
Yeah, we
section.
do the classes.
And it had a little like fence around it. So you walked by, and I'm here with doing them. And like everyone's, and you said I was the only person in there without grey hair, which no longer is. I have now joined that group very happily. And yes, so the people were like, "What did she say?" I'm like, "Oh, there you go. You need this. Oh, you got yours? Yep, there." So anyway, so I had done that, and I had done I finished a bit of the chicken, and so this was also a kit.
Yes.
That was unfinished for years and years and years and years, and I got it out and finished it, and it had a stain on it, so I had stitched a heart over the top.
Well done.
So that's also, I finished that
Genius.
off.
See, I assumed that was supposed to be there.
I know, it looks like a feature.
Brilliant.
So now I don't know what to do. What do you think I should do with it? I was going to make a pillow, but that's like another bag. Would it look all right as a bag?
Yeah.
What would you do with that?
Well,
Give it to the op shop. Just chuck it back in the drawer.
Could it be part of an animal quilt? Like if you're making.
I have to make a whole lot more, wouldn't I?
Yes.
I don't know how. Like it's no. This is another quilting technique on the back, which is called foundation paper piecing, but I can't remember how I did it.
But like if you got. Oh, I see. You don't want to add to it. You just want to use that
Well,
as something.
yeah, what do I do with this? Yeah, I don't want to do more.
Table runner for Christmas.
Just with one rooster in the middle. Or hen. It's a hen?
It's a hen.
Anyway, we'll think on that.
We'll put that on the back burner.
We'll keep thinking about that. We'll see what happens.
Park it. Isn't that what they say now?
Put a pin in it.
Park it and put a pin in it.
Yeah, okay. It's pinned and parked.
Alright.
Right.
Okay.
Your turn.
My turn. What have I got? Oh. Okay. So Nick, my husband Nick's carpenter had a new baby girl. And so
Oh, look.
I made the baby girl a beanie, and then Nick said,
It's a boy.
he said, how old do you think the baby is, or something like that, because it's quite big.
It's quite big.
It's huge. I'm not quite sure what happened.
Maybe it could be like the baby could sit in it. Like one of those.
In the sack race.
Yeah.
It's in kindergarten. We can use it for a sack race. Anyway, I thought I can't give it to them and say
Oh, yeah.
when they're 5 they can wear it.
You've
So
done the opposite, because a lot of people like knitted, and then the baby, by the time they got the hat, the kid's like 10.
so then I thought I'd make, because it's their first baby and you don't want to put something in the cupboard. So I went from that to that.
Aww.
And so that's the one I'll give.
Yeah.
And don't know what I'll do with that yet. Give it to the op shop. No.
It's lovely. Well, how big, how old do you have to be to wear that?
Peggy easily
One?
wore it. She's 7.
But you could be.
Look, I reckon it'll fit me. Look.
I've got a really big head.
No, that one won't go on. I'm not putting that one.
Oh, I can
See,
do it.
that's what I'm saying.
It's quite tight. I don't. It gave me a headache.
Imagine. There you go. This is a giant baby.
I reckon when they're like, you could still be like a 1-year-old wear that or something.
Well, Peggy's 7 and it fits her.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that.
But she quite likes
What
it.
about like a 5-year-old or a 2-year-old? Or just give it to Peggy.
I think Peggy would just wear it.
Oh,
my tummy.
oh. Aren't you glad you're here? We usually do this in public places too.
Yeah, we're in the comfort of our own home.
We're probably saving all the people at the cafes from hearing us shrieking. Or... that was great. Right.
Your turn.
Okay, my go.
I need a sip of water.
Oh, here's just a discovery. Bag making, which
Yes.
I'm now getting into. At Spotlight, you can buy remnants. So you get like these offcuts for like hardly any money. And look how much there is. There's like $5 a metre rather than...
What do you mean it's the last bit of the roll?
Yeah. So they put them all in a basket and they label them remnants.
Oh.
So this is from like the upholstery section.
Oh, because it's very nice and thick.
And it's a Jocelyn Proust print, who's an Australian designer. So they're Australian.
Oh, that is
flowers.
special.
So if you're in Spotlight, check out the remnants, and they've got like special labels. So you they just come in whatever size, but they don't cost. I think it was like $5 a meter.
Wow.
Or maybe even $4 a meter.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I found that and I was like, remnants, baby.
Remnants. That's
spotlight.
excellent. Oh, I love it. What do you want to do with it?
Oh, I'll put it back in my bag.
No, but I mean, I don't mean like in the next 5 seconds. I mean, what are your plans with it?
Actually, that's good. I will probably I made this bag too.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness.
Which is actually my favourite thing, and I forgot because
Oh,
it's
my
turned into a
goodness.
bag.
That is amazing.
Isn't it great?
Oh, my goodness.
So
That is really, like, how did you get it to be so amazingly
It's got,
interfacing or something?
yes. Is it called interfacing? It's the thick one. And I accidentally bought the one that doesn't iron on, though it's stitched on. So it's actually, I have got stitching
Wow.
down there, but you can't see
That's
it.
top-notch good quality.
Isn't it great? I thought I want a big bag, and I made the straps really long. So
Wow.
I'll use it. So this is what
That's excellent.
Yeah. And I've even like filled it up with groceries, and it
Oh, my goodness.
handled them without a problem. And this was op shop material. This is just like canvasy.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So I'll probably, after I put it in my bag, I will make this into a bag.
After you put it...
After I put it back in my bag, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Is that enough there to make a bag that size? I'm not sure. I didn't.
Yeah, I reckon. There's heaps here.
Oh, because you're lining it with
Mate.
a different...
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll just line it with. So
Yeah.
that's just got a calico.
Brilliant.
I also found a massive roll of calico at Nan's house under the house, because back then she would have perceived that as the poor person's and used it for
like practicing.
Yes, and that they've got a name for that when you make
the thing first.
It's a French. Yeah. And she used to make Christmas puddings, so she'd wrap up the puddings in calico and hang them.
Oh yeah.
So bag. So that's what I'll do. So with this, I thought, ooh, bag.
Right. Well, I've also done a bit of sewing. At the op shop, I found a dress. No, I lie. It was secondhand on eBay dress, but it still had the tags on it.
Ooh.
So I think that's called... Oh, that's brand new with tags. Yeah. Anyway, it was a dress, and it was too tight. So I turned it into a skirt.
Oh my gosh.
And it's got... and it's got pockets.
Oh, did you add the pockets?
No, it had the pockets.
Had the pockets
Not that
already.
clever.
How did you...
Don't look too closely at this bit, but all I basically did was just cut it off, hem it that way, even though I think that's not hemming it, is it? Doing that, and then just zoomed it around, and the zip, I just tied, put the zip, folded the zip over, and then sewed it so that, because otherwise the zip would just fling off because I had to cut the zip halfway.
Oh,
But yeah, it's got this cute fish on it.
It's really cute, and because it's too tight, but you've made it a skirt, then it can sit a bit higher.
That's
and
right.
fit you.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah, so that was...
It's really
And the-
cute, and it's lined.
Yeah, and the brand was like this posh English brand. Picalo or Picava or something.
Like rip the tag off and sew it in there.
Yeah. Oh, hang on, I think I've got the top, because I kept it. In case
You can make something out of the top.
Palaver. I think it's like a nice, anyway, there's a crop top. There you go.
That's just... Women our age love crop tops. That's really clever.
I just
What
kept
a
that,
good
but
idea.
I just love the material.
Yeah, it's really nice. Good job. I'd love to make clothes, but that's like the zip. Maybe I'll have a crack at some point.
You got anything else in there? In your bag of tricks?
I've got 1,000 things.
Oh.
Okay, I'll show you a cooktop. I think you might have already seen this one. Because I
Is
have
this the one you showed me last at breakfast?
Yeah, I think it is. Because the current quilt that I'm making... Oh, actually no, I'm not...
Oh, this is the one you showed when we were in the cafe, and then the waiter got a bit upset because Leah was holding it up and he couldn't get past to serve the drinks to the other customers.
Right in front of like their entry thing. So at the moment I'm doing 100 blocks, 100 days quilt. So this is my... So I was like, but it's not... I can't really... It's not very fun to look at a whole pile of, just individual... I mean, they're great. Look at this one. Look at that.
Oh, That's brilliant.
I'm getting
I love
better.
the colours. Look at your points.
Look at my points.
I want to show the points.
Yeah, look at the points. So I'm getting better at it. So because I did it last year and I really liked it. So yeah, there's 50 blocks.
And remember
that
the
are
lady commented on her
YouTube
channel.
They did a
about how good you were
and picked one of mine, which was great. So yeah, half of them are this size and half of them are squares, but they're all different.
Do you know what's going to happen at the end? Is it like, do you know what it'll look like already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can either follow their pattern exactly and start with 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
But I usually just make them and chuck them in a pile and end up then just going and putting them out and going, oh, there's too many pinks there, I'll switch them around. So I just put them in whatever order. But it's just really...
How long does it take you to do one, or is it a hard question?
Some of them are really quick, like that one doesn't take very long.
Yes.
This is Op Shop. That was a strip of 2.5-inch strips.
Ooh.
The ones with lots of little pieces take longer. But
And are you still using your machine, that new one that you just goes,
yes.
stop?
And I've got a extension table for it now, which is just heaven.
Where'd you find that?
At the shop. It's a Janome one, so
right.
I bought it for it. I waited till I had enough money.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah. Look at this one. I mean, they're just really nice. Look at the little, it's like a mini pinwheel.
That's going to look stunning. What's the plan for this quilt at the end of it?
I don't know. My other one that I made last year, I've got on the couch in the lounge room, and it gets used every single day. Someone's snuggling in it. So
How nice.
I might just do that. Oh, I want it to be used. I don't want to fold it up and chuck it in the cupboard. So
Oh, look, egg cups.
yeah.
Love that one.
So I'm noticing it's much easier this year. I'm whipping through them a lot quicker. The points are a bit easier. It's just like, and then it's,
Well, as they say, practice makes progress.
Because last year it was like 100 blocks. Like, this is going to be huge, and like there's a whole community that sew it together. So everyone's up to, or you don't have to do one a day, but we're about in the day 60s or 70s, I think. So anyway, that's my current one, but I thought just to show an actual finished
Oh, here we go.
This one I've had for a while, but I haven't quilted it yet. But this is from I just love the colours. It's just all, so they're called churn dashes, this shape. So back in the days when they churned butter, you would have this shape of wood and it would squash into the butter and it would leave this shape.
Ah.
So they call it a churn dash. So the dash left behind by the churn. Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
beautiful.
I made like one of each and then cut them up. So I made one, so there's a pink one. So they were all the same colour when I made them, and then chopped them.
The colours are very pleasing to the eye, aren't they?
Yes.
Very pleasing indeed.
Yes. So that was a pack from all the same line. Yay.
Beautiful. I love it. There's no waiter coming to
Yes, we're not getting in the way of food.
Right. What have I got anything? Oh, yes. I have.
This is really fun. I'm having a really fun time. Why is that funny?
We do this like every month. It was more fun. Is it because you feel like you're sharing?
Oh, it's
with
not more fun than usual.
Oh, right.
I think
It's just generally fun.
I thought maybe it might be a bit
Staged,
stilted, or
Yeah.
actually I was going to see how much we're up to.
Oh, okay.
43 minutes.
I thought we were saying let's do half an hour. I've made these little.
You gave me one of these.
Well, I gave my hairdresser one of them, and she loved it so much. She said, "Can you make me some for the dishcloths, just cotton?" But they just clean so well.
They do. Anna gave me one of these, and I again, not as a knitter, I look at this and I'm like, it's too nice to like squash food onto and like smear on the bench. But I did, and it does work really well. The only problem is my lovely husband bleached ours or washed it very aggressively. And so this colour, which is the one I had, it's faded, like really. I was like, oh, it was such a lovely blue. But anyway.
Oh, and now it's like a
Sort of
green,
really
grey.
really pale.
I'll make you
It's
another
great.
one.
It's oh yeah, Because I'd heard about these, but I'd never used one. I thought, really, a wool?
Yeah, no, cotton.
So it's not wool.
No. It would smell like possibly smell like a wet sheep if it was, just cotton.
So it's cotton wool. I understand.
Okay, so it's 100% cotton. There's no wool in it.
But don't you call it wool when you knit with it?
Yes, so this wool, that's wool from a sheep.
Wool, yes.
That's cotton from a plant.
Right. Okay, but it's woven, spun out into a ball. That
Yes.
I would call wool because I thought that's what
Yes.
you call them all.
Yes, so
that's I would look at that and I'd say that's all wool, but it's not.
well, that this is all wool, but that's cotton. So it's
DMC.
Oh, it's a DMC. Happy cotton. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So not all this stuff is called wool.
No. See, this is
Because
where
wool, that makes sense.
yeah. So in Australia, we sort of grew up calling it wool, but I guess you could call it yarn.
Yes. I just thought yarn and wool were two words for the same thing.
I think they are.
It's got a hair on your eye.
I guess they are, but that's like from a plant.
So this is
And that's
cotton,
from an animal.
This is cotton
That's
yarn.
Yes.
And that's wool yarn.
Yes.
I mean, the other one. That's cotton too.
Yes. That's cotton.
Well, see, look. You never stop learning.
No, you don't.
Well, they're great. They do
So it'll
work.
tell you. You look at every ball and it'll say something.
So I just say, I need some wool. And I probably would have said, I need some cotton wool, which would have got me something else.
Well, that'll give you those cotton wool balls.
I know.
100% cotton. So that's
right.
Whereas, and that's 100% wool.
That's
Then you've got
really
blends.
cute. That would look cute used on a bag. Or like really thick embroidery with that would look cute.
I'm not sure what material you have to get it through. It's quite thick. Oh,
Yeah.
yoink it through, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think
How long does one of those take you to make?
Probably 3 hours.
Really?
Yep.
Are they easy to make?
Yeah, easy. It's the same stitch to there, and then when you get to there, it's just a different stitch because you're decreasing. So you start there.
So you're actually
You start
stitching
there
it
and you
on
go
the
out,
angle.
and then you come and you finish there. Yeah.
And then you put a different thing around the edge.
So
the border.
The border, and I've got a couple of mistakes there, but you won't notice when you're wiping up. Yeah, and then you're just making a little sort of lace hole thingy there by.
That's really cool.
Thank you.
I really like them.
Simple yet effective.
Yes. I thought you would have made it that way, but when you look at it, that makes sense. Yeah, they're
Right.
great.
Now I do have something else in my needles. Oh. So I don't know if I've shown you this yet. This is my big yarn. Oh, I haven't finished.
That's not size 1.
No, these are size.
I swallowed really hard. Then you know sometimes like you swallow it just goes. It's like I just swallowed a whole hard cube of water.
Water or air?
No, water. It was water. I think the size of that needle just took me by surprise, and then something went weird with my swallowing.
So
Wow! Look at that.
yeah. So these when you go from knitting with like these
That's amazing.
to knitting with those, it's like knitting with crowbars.
Yeah.
It's literally like next level.
Like you've got to get your elbows in there.
Oh, and they make a really annoying sound. Anyway, so when I was at the Yarn Creative retreat last year, I did a class with Dear Prue, and we making a chunky cardigan in 3 days. Now, it's been about 100 days since the retreat. I still haven't finished, but it's got a beautiful stitch pattern.
Oh, it's so nice. It's really soft.
Yes, so this yarn is
Yarn? Yarn.
So
Not
this
wool.
one
Is it wool?
See, here we go. 70% wool,
Virgin wool.
30% alpaca.
Oh.
See?
What's virgin wool?
Is it the first time it's been shorn? I don't know.
Don't know.
We can look that up.
Wow.
Or anyway, so I've done
that
that.
alpaca, that's why it's really soft.
So this is what I've got so far. Hang on. So because you knit it in, I've done a sleeve, and
It's so great. Look
And-
at it.
half a other sleeve, and then there's another colour along the bottom, and then there's another colour along there.
Yeah, brilliant.
So
I
I'm
love
hoping by next winter it'll be finished. So when I go to the next retreat, I can wear it.
it. Brilliant.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing your progress on it.
Interestingly, I actually, and people in my class almost, some of them couldn't believe it, but I actually started using this wool, yarn, but I noticed that when some of the people doing it, the stitch definition was much better when it was plain. And my friend Liz, my new friend Liz, who I met, she said, I think maybe going plain's best. Oh, good. She didn't say best. She said it might be a good idea. Other people said, you can't stop because look how much you've done. I actually haven't done that much. But I prefer I like how this one looks. I still really like how this one looks. But I couldn't undo it because I spent...
You can use it for something else.
Yeah.
Like a bag.
We'll put in a kit.
More bags. Yeah, that's really pretty.
But yeah, so anyway, so I started again, much to the horror of some people. But I'm
That's
glad
really
I
nice.
did. And this is actually really warm.
It looks really
Yeah,
nice.
so there's the
It's really
sleeves.
cozy.
It's a great, Dear Prue is an excellent designer and a very lovely lady. So I was really pleased to meet her on the, what am I doing? I'm going to keep it on because it's just quite nice and warm.
It is. And your earrings are lovely.
Oh, thank
I think you had them on last time we caught up, actually.
Belinda gave me
Belinda?
those. but
Yeah, they're really
my
nice.
birthday.
I've got my earrings on, which, who made these, Anna?
Me!
They're really, I wear these all the time. I won't take them off because you know what an earring looks like. But they're like, what are they? Are they polymer clay?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Very talented.
Right, now, what else are we going to talk about? What's coming up?
What's coming up? Hang on, I've got one more thing.
Oh. Actually, I might take this off.
I did make Christmas cards.
Oh, you did?
But I didn't make them from scratch.
Oh.
I went back through, I have kept I've had paper craft sessions and kept the little, the words and the backgrounds and the little creatures. So I went to Orford.
Yes.
This is a while ago, and I just spread it all out and went, just finish them. Just
Yes.
stick them together. No one cares if it's exactly the right
Yes,
phrase,
yes.
which angle. So I've just made
Oh,
a
beautiful.
whole bunch of, so they're all, I did have a quest one year that I was going to become a design team member, and I had all of my stamps organised
Yes.
by company. So anyway, look at that one. Remember that? That was in Melbourne.
Oh, yes.
That's an Australian stamp company called Paper Rose. So that's, yeah,
Oh, wow.
that's actually from the Stampin' Up lady as a thank you that I must have
Oh,
got. So I didn't actually
cute.
make that one. But look at that.
Oh, look at this one. Oh, you're set for Christmas.
I'm so upset. So I've got quite a lot now. And all of the pieces, like I made the background, alcohol ink. We should do some paper crafting because it is fun.
It is. And alcohol ink is fun.
Alcohol ink's really fun. So that's on Yupo paper. So I had that just lying around.
Yeah.
So I think I've added the white paint to make the stars, and I had the die cuts and yeah. So
Well done. You've been very busy.
I know most of this literally for both of us has been, well, it's not even a month. It's 3 weeks. Because normally we would have met next week, except I'm going away.
Yes.
So we
Road trip.
bought it a week forward. Although the cook I showed you, that's older than 3 weeks. Anyway,
Beautiful. Stunning. Well done.
well done you too. That's very impressive.
So coming up?
Coming up. Okay. Coming up is more embroidery. I found this at a op shop, $5.
A stitched up kit.
I looked it up.
Oh, hang on. I follow them on Instagram.
I do too.
Where is it?
At an op shop.
Oh my God.
I think it was in Sorel.
Oh my God.
I looked. This one isn't on there anymore, but there are other kits like $85.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's a kit.
Oh my God. Open it.
how it's packaged.
Oh, so they hang on. When you got it,
It was
that-
open.
okay. So someone had had a look at it.
Someone had opened it, but it's all in there. Like, oh, there's extra. This is not part of it.
Oh,
This is if I want to make Bustles and Bows hand soap. So
Bustles and Bows hand soap.
and it's so that's not part of it. That was extra.
Because I've seen this lady. I've seen her. Look, stitched up kits. I've seen her put these together on Instagram. And I've seen her cut the holes out of these things. Oh, it looks very
And they've got the
professional.
needles on there. Yeah, so because I saw that and I thought the oranges and the browns aren't making me that excited.
Yes.
Because they're flowers, I was thinking I might make them a bit brighter.
Yes.
But I thought, I hadn't heard of stitched up kits when I got it.
Did that come with it?
Yep.
Little needle threader.
Stitch up kits.
Ah.
Embroidery for all. Please don't iron. Oh, it's a heat sensitive pattern. So maybe when you finish, you iron it and the lines go away.
No, it says please do not iron.
But I think that means because if I iron it now, it'll go away, and then I'll be like, my pattern, my drawing's gone. Isn't that what it means?
I don't know.
Anyway, the instructions are here.
Oh, and look, that isn't part of it. That's just a stitch glossary from another thing.
Yes,
like with
that's
the
probably,
soap.
That's probably
That's
for
for
the
the
soap
soap
because
thingy.
this is all glossy.
Oh,
That's
that's
the stitches.
Oh, on special paper. Very nice.
Let's see if it says about. Anyway,
Because we're on our embroidery journey, aren't we?
we are.
Well, we've been embroidering since probably 7 years old. A little bit
Yes.
here and there.
Yes, we went.
Grade 3. Grade 3, we went to a after school stitching.
Yeah, it was on.
Class?
It was on the weekends. Saturday morning on
was
the
it
domain.
Saturday?
Mm.
It was awesome. And we did all the different stitching, blanket stitch, the round one. What's that looks like petals? What's that one?
I think they call them lazy daisy.
Yes. And all those different satin stitch, all the different stitches. And we made this beautiful needle book.
Oh, I found my needle book. It's at Nan's. I was
Dad
going to
threw
bring
mine
it.
out.
Oh.
Oh.
My dad probably would have thrown mine out if I hadn't have given it to my nan.
He was clearing out and he was
My dad does
trying to
that.
be efficient.
My dad threw all of our golden books away.
Oh.
Have you got the other thing we made similar was the basket.
Why is there a needle felting stitching?
Oh no, I bought that separately. 'Cause
Oh.
remember last time I was like, I have got this, a dry felting needle,
Yes.
but I don't know how to do dry felt.
Well,
What
this
is dry felting needle? I mean, dry felting.
This was needle felted.
But how does it work? Do you start off with fluff and then
Yes, and you just
poke it?
poke it until it sort of sticks together.
Turns into that.
Turns into this magnificent bird.
So what is it? Just wool?
Yeah.
Is it just fluff to start with?
Yeah, it's called. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
well,
No, yeah, it's like wool. They call it something, wool tops or something. Wool something.
do you get it at Spotlight?
It's the stuff you can spin with.
Oh yeah.
You spin it. But before you spin it,
It's that.
you can yes. And so see how it's like you just turn it into sort of felt by.
So that's dry felting.
Oh, he's lost one of his eyes. Good no, that's right. Lost his eye on the other side. Unless I forgot to do the other side. That seemed like it would be hard to come off.
I was going to say there's a fair bit of detail poked in on that eye.
I think I forgot. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, I thought, well, maybe one day I can use that.
Yes.
For
Needle felting.
needle felting.
Needle felt something.
Yeah.
Like I used to needle felt onto beanies.
I
So-
remember that. You used to do sheep, didn't you?
Yeah. You can get your needle felt a little animal or something on the front there. That's what I used to do.
Maybe I can put one on the front of a bag.
But that's a good find.
Yes,
That's
what
a
I
good
thought.
find.
Good old op shopping.
Yeah. So when you're away, I'm going to the Craft Alive
Craft fair.
Craft fair.
I'm so annoyed that I can't come with you because that's exactly the ones that we used to go to and we haven't
Yeah.
had one for years.
I know. So I'll go on your behalf. I'm meeting Mum there. She's head of the volunteers.
Because they're doing the quilt show.
Yes.
See the Tasmanian Quilt Guild show.
Yes. So
that would have been really fun. And going to craft fairs with your mum was always fun too.
Yeah, I usually only go with you, and so I'll be alone. But Mum, I'll grab Mum out of the volunteer box and we'll have a walk around.
We used to go. Oh, was it Agfest we used to go to with your mum? With the wee stations.
With the what?
We used to be on the drive there, and your mum used to say something like, "We need to find the wee stations."
Oh, like a toilet?
Yeah.
Oh God.
She probably wouldn't want that on the video.
No. Edit. Cut that, Gavin.
Cut that out, Jasper.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. I would call Jasper Gavin when Gavin was around.
Yeah.
Weird.
Because he was so good at tech, he's also like,
yeah.
Okay.
So craft fair. Are you looking for specific things or?
I'm doing 2 classes.
Oh, I wish I was coming. What classes are you doing?
Sashiko Japanese stitching.
Yes.
And I'm making a coaster or a pin cushion.
Oh, that would be great.
It was so funny when I went over to Mum's and I said I'm doing a sashiko class. She goes, oh yes, I know. But that walked out into the living room and just brought back a giant armful of sashiko stitching stuff.
Oh.
And pillows she'd made doing this stitching, and like panels like your panels that you showed with just stitching. I was like,
You do know.
You do know what I'm doing. That was hilarious.
Are you making something in the workshop with that technique, or it's just learning how to do it?
It's a pin cushion. It's a coaster, or I don't think you finish it in the class, but you can take it.
You can finish it in 20 years.
Yeah. I'll buy the kit, and I'll finish it when I'm 66.
Yeah.
Oh,
brilliant!
And the other one is a rug and like a fabric basket rug workshopy thing, but you don't make, you just go and learn. So the lady running it, it's more like a chat. So sit down, here's how I've been making them. These are the kinds of things you can do with fabric. I guess because I've made a straw basket before, like with grass, but not a fabric one. So it'd be really interesting because those fabric bowls, have you seen those beautiful fabric bowls? Those like,
I think so.
Like
woveny sort of.
Yeah,
texture.
sort of like they're spiral, and then you stitch them up somehow. And anyway, I'll find out and I'll let you know next time we meet.
Oh, brilliant!
Because that's in a fortnight, and you'll be back. When are you back?
I'm back in 3 weeks. So
a week, maybe we meet in a month.
Yeah,
and have our yeah. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, and I'll show you my crafting.
Yes,
crafting from the craft.
Well, I'll definitely come next year, now that it's back on track, hopefully.
Yeah.
So sad. That was such a good craft fair.
Well, where are you going in September? October.
November. Well, first, I'm going to Brisbane next week and driving back from Brisbane to Hobart. And there is a quilt shop in New South Wales somewhere. I haven't looked up exactly where it is, but it's this really cool quilt shop. And I've forgotten the name of it. Something like Material Obsessions, maybe. So that's supposed to be really good. But then, yes, November, I'm going to flying over to Melbourne and then driving down to Torquay, which is a little coastal town that Jason, my hubby, and I went to a couple of years ago and just loved. We did the Great Ocean Road. And then as we went, picked which place we liked the best, which was Torquay. Flew back there, stayed there 5 nights, went home. That was before I got into quilting and before I realised Jen Kingwell, who is known throughout the world for being a designer for Moda, her quilt shop is there. And I was there for 5 nights. I didn't even know. Anyway, so in November, I'm going to her shop called Amity and doing a weekend workshop. Excellent. Hand stitching. So it's not sewing machine quilts.
And I'm on the wait list for
that
one.
I texted Anna and said, oh my God, I'm going to go. Because I haven't done them for years.
And I was like, sounds like a good idea. Next day I went online to book the class. Sold out. But we'll put you on the wait list.
So hopefully, I can't remember when the wait list finished. Might be like
it
around
was
now.
It was the 30th of September. You could get your money back if you didn't want to go. So hopefully
people have cancelled. Cancel out there, people.
Cancel.
Especially if you live in Torquay or Geelong. Like, you can go anytime.
Yeah, I know.
And it's such a beautiful... I've got her book and she's got that really country Australian beautiful vibe about her quilts and her pictures. And she's got a cafe, so she loves... Her book's called Quilt Recipes and it's got quilts and recipes. It's really... And it's just beautiful country cooking and yeah. So.
Oh, brilliant. I will have a wonderful time on your road trip.
Thank you. So if we meet in early November, I can't remember when in November, I might see you before I go to Amity.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're back in 3 weeks, we'll do one in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I'll see you before then, but I won't see you before your road trip, because that's on Wednesday.
Yes.
All right. All right. Is that us?
Cool. I think that's us.
All right. See you next time.
Bye.